Good morning, after all. So, Mrs. Samsara, who is a very demanding company, you cannot control her. You cannot change her. But what can be done, let's say, is to spare for oneself one moment of quietness. There is no obligation to take the company of that one all the time. So, to learn, to be struck, to see, to realize that there is something else also, which one cannot grasp, but where one can be freed from any company. So, more and more, I think, one sees how precious it is to just be. And don't try to put it in time. It has no quality of time. Just a moment. You still just a moment. Never forget that she visits you, not that you visit her. She visits you. So sometimes you are happy or not, but you are free to let her come, and sometimes you really want to be by yourself. That's all.
You said to me the other day something on the lines of that I'm missing something. I'm missing myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, you never miss yourself, but you believe so. Because you have an idea. You must have an idea of how you would experience it or how you would see it. Otherwise, this whole problem would not be there.
If there's a concept there, it seems to be about this stopping though. So like this person or this activity needs to stop in some way. So that is perhaps a concept that I'm holding.
Yeah, but why don't you stop then? You love concepts, you see, so you still ask more concepts from me now. You just do it, now. Doing means it's not doing, but it's, I cannot say undo, because then we become like, oh, undo is also doing. And just do it. What means stop? Okay, I'm drinking now. Somebody say, it's urgent, stop. Basta, no? You stop. I'm not starting to think, well, I should stop. I know I have to stop. I will stop one day when it will stop. It's a concept. So stop is a concept, and so on. You do it. So what stops you to do it? And I tell you, it's an idea. It's that you have how you would feel when you are yourself, but you are always yourself. So it's not, the feelings go on changing. So you cannot trust feelings about that, nor experience.
But the indication of that concept is right, isn't it? That there has to be a stop of some way.
If we are taken in something, it makes sense to stay, for example, come out of it, stop.
Yeah.
Now, if you are not basing yourself in something, doesn't make sense.
So that if I'm not basing myself in something.
Yeah, if you don't believe you are not yourself, or you don't still have seen it or whatever.
Yeah.
What was it? It doesn't make sense if you are out of this problem. You understand that? For me, for example, it doesn't make sense. But still, to stop.
Yeah. To me it does.
And yet, I say to everybody, the samsara is such a visitor, such a demanding lover or company. Be wise enough not to be always in that company. So just you have the right, the birthright, to be freed from the too much demanding, from the feeling of obligation you have towards that.
Yeah.
So what did you understand?
There's like the samsara, or this activity is always taking my attention.
Yeah.
And doesn't have to be like that.
No.
Yeah.
You are not obliged.
Yeah.
And it would be very wise to just give just a moment. You know, my master was even telling a split second. It's just a way to say, don't touch it. Don't touch it at once.
Do you know what the confusion came about? Because when you said to me that I'm missing something, then it starts oh, what the fuck am I missing?
Yeah,
like
it depends on the context. I would
thread.
not say that today. I find it not a good sentence today.
Okay.
I guess there was something to tell,
Yeah.
to confirm a fact you are, maybe.
Yeah, it worked. Yeah, it worked.
So you are not missing anything. But if you go in your mind, then, and if you trust it, you will miss something. You know why it is such a relief to what can I say? To see at least what you are not. It's such a relief. Because then you don't try to change things, or you don't search anymore where it is and what not, you see. It's a big relief.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
You
I hear
hear?
that, but I don't seem to apply. I don't know,
You
I don't seem to apply it. So, like, I hear clearly that it's about there's someone who wants to create a stop, and I see it. I know that that itself is a movement. It's like engaging with this person who wants to stop. So
Yeah, but the stop is expressed to someone.
Yeah.
I don't say that to what is unknown. So do it. Of course, it is addressed to someone. Don't start to question that. You come to satsang to have a direction.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the stop is prior to that someone, Linda. Am I right in saying that? Like the fact that this someone is engaged
It's
is like
not.
it's too
It's
late.
not called stop then. If I say stop, I tell to you as a person that I see, stop. Stop to be in your mind. Don't try to understand what means stop. Do it. And of course it is to you as a person I address. But you address yourself to me as a person. Where are you going now? You want to understand. But stop, you cannot understand. It's an action.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, if you prefer, then I say fuck then.
Do you know, just allow me to say what comes up is that I can't fucking stop, man. It's
Yeah,
like
but,
boom, boom, boom.
but why do you listen? It's your mind who speaks. I say stop listening to your mind. The mind will tell so many things. If I was listening to my mind, do you think I would be here? The mind doesn't change. That's what I started the satsang with. The samsara will not change. The mind doesn't change. But at least know, just a split second, I'm not my mind. And how? Stop taking any movement of the mind. Just like that. Hey! Don't fall back into your mind. You know, the mind is like a lift. You go up, you go down, you go in the middle, you push this button, you even go to 0 floor, and you are still in the lift and present. So at least once, any floor you arrive, open the door and go out. And the lift will always be there, but at least you know that you are not the lift.
Maybe you fill it with chai
I'm
first.
smiling! You're smiling! That makes you smile! Ah!
Let's send chai. Fiamsa, bring some chai for that. You can.
Oh, it's not very
Squirt chai
powerful,
in the
but it's like a pipit charm. Yeah, hi.
Thinking of a bit of that shotgun as well today. When you were speaking in the beginning,
Can you speak a little louder? Yeah.
when you were speaking in the
Yeah.
beginning, I could see that because it has been challenging
Yeah.
in life,
Yes.
that there was a wish to kind of, I want to come back to myself, like to the place of peace,
Mhm.
to the place where I feel untouched.
Yeah.
Because at the moment, that's not how I feel.
But the peace, you cannot feel it. You are it. That's why probably you cannot go there when you wish. You expect a feeling. Of course, it may consequently give you a feeling, but not necessarily as you think. You see? Okay, so what you wanted to say?
I guess there was a confusion with like, in that place, it's like, oh, I want to get out of samsara.
But good, it's a good wish, yeah? And then?
But the confusion is that I know it's like that is also part of it in a way. Like when you say also the lift, you know, it's like I'm not there, and yet when I feel that it's all of this, still comes the wish like I don't want to feel it. I want to come back to myself. But a part of me knows that like that's also not it somehow.
But everything is yourself, you see. But of course, the expression is sometimes, and it looks nowadays, very uncomfortable. It's big challenges. So of course one wishes, oh, I would like to be better as a human. It's totally natural. But then in satsang, you hear that, okay, it's totally natural to try to always feel good as a human, but it's not about that now. Now it's more serious. Because when samsara is stronger than normal, you know that, okay, now it's not about feeling better or not. It's about being myself. And that, you cannot feel it. You have to be, it's even not touched by feeling.
I think the pain is because I feel I'm the one attached to the experience at the moment, and I know I'm not that. But it's like I want to go back to that place where I'm not the one attached to what's happening.
But do it just now if you want. Why can you not? Just now, you speak of it, but it's not enough to speak. Just do it, just now. We are here for that. No, don't look at me. Look at yourself now.
Like now there's still a wish to find it, or I can't find it like that.
Just give up. Just give up this mind. Give up this mind just now. Do it again. Give it up. Don't touch what presents itself, which is called the mind. No, don't look at me. Tell me what's going on. You will understand finally what's the mind.
Seems like if I don't touch anything, there's nothing happening.
This comment is boring. Then you will not like to go there because nothing happens. Oh my God. It's also not the truth that nothing ever happened. Huh? You cannot describe what it is, that's all. So. It's an excellent indication. That's it. It's because of this constant happening that one can know that there is a non-happening somewhere. Because of the constant happening. If there was no happening, then what? Who would be there to speak about this and all that? So everything is that. But if you are troubled by its expression, give you just a moment here and there to quit the expression. It's not even a split second, and it is enough. Not even. You have to forget all those expressions, I realize myself and all that, you see. Because then it's like you attain something in time. I attain something in time. Just forget, it's a question of being alive a split second in that which makes possible everything to rise. That's all. And it is always available alive. It is not available in books, in past. It's available alive now. Yes.
So the freedom is not from samsara?
The freedom is not?
Is not from samsara?
Oh, not at all. You can have freedom from this and that in the samsara sometimes. But what is spoken about is not at all in the samsara. The samsara comes from there.
I feel that we are looking for the freedom in the samsara.
Yeah, of course.
And
It's
not
human.
there.
It's a human automatism. Of course, I
It's
mean.
not there.
It's there sometimes.
Yes.
It's there sometimes. But if you depend on that, if you rely on that, then you will suffer. Because it's in time, so it goes on changing all the time. Yeah. You know that. So the freedom, the real, let's say, what we call liberation, is before that thought arises. Convinced?
certain blessing, we
A little
glimpse.
slower, probably.
And if in a kind of a sort of blessing, we glimpse. I don't know in what we glimpse. And we try after to describe it.
Yeah.
Then it means that we felt in the observation.
You felt what?
In the observation.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
But if we don't have a glimpse, we are always following the observation too.
Yeah.
What's that difference?
What's the difference?
What's that difference?
The difference is that you got a glimpse, not that you comment the glimpse. When you comment the glimpse, as you say, you go back to your mind, who possesses it or owns it by the description he makes out of it. But the real thing was the glimpse, when the mind was not there. I speak about that moment. And that moment is always available. That's why it is said it's always there, you know. But in a way, it's better to say it's always available, alive, when you don't touch your mind. It is as simple as that, you see. But we are so used to use the mind that it looks an alien thing. But it is not. It's just hear that. All those ideas, you see, even though I just mentioned it, it's all the time there, and all this is fake. It is fake in time. It doesn't even enter in time. You know, it's just, but time is that too, but I mean to say, it doesn't, it will not have a base in time. So, glimpse it, that's all. Yeah. A little louder. No, a little long.
Strong events in life
Yeah.
requires action.
Yeah.
And many times reacting to circumstances,
Yeah.
not many times, but in this
Yeah.
particular strong event,
Mm-hmm.
I find that kind of acting or reacting to circumstances can pull me into the.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
And I'm asking myself since yesterday the thing about action and non-action, because for me it's important to stay as I am and not to.
Yeah, but you see, sometimes in life, you just act or react to circumstances. The wise thing is do that when needed, but after don't carry it. You know that story. It's a bit not a big challenge, but there was a master with his disciple, and they want to cross the river. So suddenly a beautiful girl, it's always like that, or a beautiful man, a beautiful, but comes and asks for help to cross the river. And the master, no problem, carries her on the shoulder. And they cross the river. they walk a bit, the girl goes, or the boy, they walk a bit, and then after half an hour, the disciple asks, but how could you carry a young woman? What about desires, master? And the master said, what? You still carry her? You see, it's a question of, okay, once you are obliged, or even if you feel obliged, and true or not true, who cares? You react to circumstances. But there is a moment where suddenly you are aware it's enough, and then you are freed from it. That is the thing. Don't carry. Yeah, that's all.
My question is
To react or not to
reaction
react.
itself, maybe just better to let things
Can you control that?
No.
Then don't ask.
It's more like the knowing that the reaction itself will put me in the mud. So then I can
Yeah.
take a shower.
But we are lotus in the mud. We are a lotus in the mud. And the story of Master was great. He was in Tiruvannamalai with Ramana. Huh? And suddenly, everybody knows, but I want just to insist that suddenly Ramana said, go and save your family in the north. Yeah, there is war. And so he wanted Master Punjaji to react. And of course, Master said, oh, but no, why? I learned this samsara, stereotype. Said, you go and save your family. He asked him to react.
To live in his body.
And then drop it. And then drop it. Or at any time, drop it too. You know, there is no law there. Nobody can tell you. You have to be wise. Just be wise. But the association with samsara, this is just a suggestion. Not too long. Cut it with moments of nothing. Not too long.
If I listen to wind,
If you listen to the
the
wind,
wind, and I don't go with the wind,
you know what?
and I don't go with the
Yeah,
wind,
you don't go with the wind. Then you don't listen to the wind.
meaning more or less I don't go with the sort of the wind, things like that, then I can say I'm aware of manifestation, of objectivation. Can I say that?
That you are aware of the wind, of the manifestation.
Yes. But it's still, this listen to the wind is still on the mind.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But if I go with the wind, it's more on the mind. Then just listen to it.
Attends. Yeah, the wind is in the mind, and then?
If I go with the thought of the wind, and as I go on further on that, I'm even more on the mind.
There is a multiplication in the mind, yeah.
Then just listen to the sounds or just be aware of what happens is more tranquilizing mind.
Yeah.
It's not out of the mind.
But how can you do like this in daily life all the time?
If I see it sometimes,
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah, yeah, sure, your mind is quiet and then.
Because for me, it's an important question. Because sometimes I'm there sick and I stop to listen, something to be aware of what happens. Okay, I'm in the
Yeah,
mind.
but you see, the most essential is from where you are aware. Okay, you quieten your mind because the wind, anyway, you cannot grasp it, so it quietens. Like the nature generally, it's vast, it quietens the mind. But it's not a big solution, it's a temporary solution.
Yes, but I try to be quiet. Then
No, to keep quiet is not that. To keep quiet is don't touch the mind.
but you listen to the wind and you don't touch the mind.
No, you touch the mind if you listen to the wind.
Even you,
Hmm?
even you,
I don't know.
even
My ears hear, yeah. The four elements belongs to the body and mind. Huh? Pragata, Samadhi.
I remember something that you just said earlier.
Okay.
At least that's what I heard. I heard you say that samsara was coming from freedom.
Yeah. I mean freedom, or I don't know what to call that.
Yeah.
But
So would that mean that samsara is part of freedom?
is
Not
freedom
different.
too,
Is freedom.
but it's dual. So there is good and bad.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we would not see it. Oh, you have to speak. That was a whisper.
It starts with the whisper. I just, I feel like
I feel.
it starts, but I.
No, but you have to speak
I'm
loud.
sorry.
Otherwise,
Yes.
nobody.
Okay. I still carry some expectations inside me.
Yeah.
And I'm so.
She still feels that
I have some expectations.
expectation inside.
Inside and.
Yeah. Okay. So drop it. Drop it. Drop it. What is that? Drop it. You will never attain it anyway, that expectation. So don't trouble yourself in keeping it. Don't trouble yourself in keeping it. You will fail. Losers. Keep quiet. We are born in samsara, we live with the samsara, we will die in samsara. And yet, it can be obvious that you are not only a samsara. And that's available every second. That's what we learn in satsang, otherwise why there is satsang? So it has nothing to do with expectation, realization, accomplishment, transformation. Nothing to do. It's just give up. Bas. tell. Tell. No, tell me. What is that? What is that? This is samsara, you know. What is that? Tell me. Things.
Suggestions.
Huh?
Like
Feelings. You don't need to look at them. You are like a volcano, and okay, sometimes it's dormant or you are happy. Sometimes it's a but you are the immobile volcano. There is suffering, always suffering. How long, how many lives, how many incarnations, it's a way to speak. You go there. You don't want to have one moment and say, enough! How many times I will repeat the same? How many times? Enough! Enough. Bas. But that has to come from you, not from me. From you. How many times? How many times I want to taste the sugar? How many times I will eat chocolate? How many times I want to make love? How many times? How many times? And I don't ask you to live like a monk. It's in you. How many times in you you want to hook at those things? Things can happen. You don't need to hook at them as if you will have peace and love and joy from there. You have not learned your lesson. You have not. You have to. One day you will have to. Otherwise, forget about satsang. Forget. It's of no use. So take this benefit. Okay, it's a good time.
I don't know why, Ganga, I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. I don't know why I'm repeating something which is...
Because we will always repeat if you don't tell yourself to yourself enough. Samsara doesn't change, I said. It will go on repeating itself. But you can have the wisdom to know what it is and to say, enough. it will not be in the samsara for always. The samsara continues to be appearing, to appear. But you can see that you are the substratum of all this.
But I have this. I'm sorry. I know this.
How do you know it?
I-
How do you know it?
I
What do you know? Tell me now.
I know.
Ah.
When I'm drunk.
And where do you go when you say I know? You are alive or you go in the past, in your memory? That's what I say. What is pointed out in satsang is available now. It is not in the past, in the memory. It is just now. And it will be alive always now. So how can you say, I know it, and you don't live it? So you go in your memory.
Yes.
Bullshit!
It's bullshit.
It's just, of course,
It's bullshit.
of course. It doesn't help.
I have like an.
Now!
I'm sorry.
Now! Don't speak now. Now you do it. Now see that you don't need to go to your memory because it is alive now. How many people say, oh, I know it, I realize myself and all. They smell rotten past. You know? So it's bullshit. It is true when it's not. And I tell you, then give up. Give the mind up for once, even not even a split second. Just give it up, just now. Just now! Why do you wait? Just now! I think I will have a chai more. Thanks.
Hallelujah.
Don't breathe and all that. It's just now. Breathing, it helps in the life. But for this, no pranayama. Huh? No pranayam.
I'm doing pranayama every morning.
And it's a good way to embrace the life, but thank you. Completely full.
Okay. Let's go.
Thank you. Ooh, yeah, yeah.
It's not a question, it's just a request. Can you say to me just now, listen the wind without the mind?
You see? That's the answer. You can laugh. You can laugh. Because you were without the mind. There was wind there. Or? Yeah. Yeah. Tell me a bit louder. I am old, you know.
I don't know how to say it.
It left her.
It's like I am the source where duality comes from.
Yes. No doubt about that.
It's just very overwhelming.
No doubt about that. That's funny.
project because it keeps going. Or during the day, I can mostly unhook from anything. I just pass. But this anxiety that gets me in the morning when I wake up, since years,
Is it here now?
no, that's what I'm saying.
So you're lucky. Leave it. It's like that.
That's why I do pranayama. And it helps.
For life, do pranayam. For life, if needed, do pranayam. It's like this. It may go, it may not go. Don't worry.
I always seek salvation, like, it needs to come, like,
Yeah,
It
yeah.
has to be-
That's
that's,
the projection you put on me tells you now it's time that it comes from you. Hmm? So as you trusted this, now you have to trust this. Hmm? Okay? It's a deal? You see, nobody can do that for you. One can be a support for a long while, for a short while. But that support, from the beginning, tells you have not to go anywhere. It's because you project that you are unhappy. It's there. It's what you are. Not what you look like, not what you feel, not what you know or don't know. It's what you are.
But how can we realize that it can't be seen? Because I just see there's a constant trying to see.
You cannot realize it, that's what I say. Just give it up. Give up all the ideas. Give up to follow your mind just for a second. It's about that. Just to see, oh, I'm still existing, I am. Whatever. And then you know even that is too much to express. But that's it. It's enough. That removes your search. That's why you see you can never lose, or anybody or nothing can touch it. This is the big relief. But yeah, it's uncatchable. But you are it. Uncatchable by means, by the mind, by the feet. Uncatchable. But you are it. Just now. Even not believing it because you go in your mind and you listen to that foolish thought. You see that even if you follow the thought, I am free, you are caught by the mind. Oh, I'm not free. Oh, I am free. It's not about that. Freed to follow the mind. And then after that, you follow or not, it doesn't matter much. Something more for today. I think you didn't see the extent of the mind, you know. Generally, one always goes with the mind. It's never free not to go with the mind. So you have not seen that enough. The extension. Everything is the mind. Everything that you can catch is the mind. There is no exception. Even the thought of liberation is the mind. So, no escape. No escape. You have not to follow any thought. So, all good. Thank you.